Hi, I'm back today to show you the install of my KLR Centerstand. I picked this up on eBay, actually not on eBay, it's a friend of mine, TJ Willie with Expedition Awareness, real name's Phil Golden, sent me a link, and this guy had one for sale at a pretty decent price, so I picked it up. It's a Africana or Africana, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's on Arrowhead Motorsports website, and like I said, I got a really good deal on it. So this is the Centerstand, and what I have with me today is a 12mm and a half for the bolts that I picked up at Lowe's. Got them a little bit longer than the stock bolts. The guy didn't ship me the bolts that went with it, so I had to improvise. I'm using Loctite stick. I like this better because it gets in the grooves and it stays there. The old kind that I used to use was the liquid, and it dropped everywhere. So what you want to do is pull off these bolts here, these two on this side, which will take this foot peg off. Walk around the front here or the side. You can see this one a little bit better. This is the one that I've already taken off, and it'll come off. And what will happen is the stand will slide up from the bottom and set here, and then the foot peg will set on the outside, and you'll be able to put it on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull the other foot peg off. I'm not sure you want to watch that or not. I'll get it taken off, and then I'll be back and show you how the stand sits. Be right back. Okay, so what I did was I got it somewhat on there to where I could at least thread this in by hand. And you notice that it's off. It's not lined up. It's because it's spring loaded. And what I'll do is I'm going to walk around this side here, where you can see it a little bit better. And what I have is, I have that sitting there right now. And I'm going to take my screwdriver, my flathead screwdriver, and I'm going to use it to pry up on it. Get in there pretty good. And once I pry up on it, I'm going to set that screw in there. That'll allow me to work on the other side pretty much hands-free, and then I'll be able to reassemble in reverse order. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got them both in. That was pretty damn quick. So I'm prying up against that. I'm not hitting anything that I shouldn't, and it's just making it a lot easier. Got them to the two bolts in by hand, so they're pretty much set. See how it's wanting to move on me? That makes it a little bit more easier to manage. You'll notice that it's sitting right here for the bump. So that's it pretty much on the install. Not too bad for what I paid for it. That's underneath of it. I don't know if you can see that real well, but you notice that I'm pretty much covered across the board here, so I'm happy with that. And we'll see how it does here in a second. So what I'm going to do is reassemble and get everything together, and I'll show you the finished product here in a minute. Hey guys, the way I'm going to put this on, everyone that's watching, I hope, is I've got all the pressure taken off of the front bolt here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew this one. I'm going to blue Loctite my new bolt. Foot peg's going to go in like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw this one in like this and get it set, and then I'll rotate it up and set it like this. And this is my Loctite, trusty Loctite. I have been everywhere with this thing. I have been at least 6 trips to work on the Expedition Awareness JK, and didn't have to worry about my Loctite busting. This thing's badass. So that's off. What you want to do is just roll it out a little bit, like so, since I'm doing it one-handed, and just mark a few. See that? It's awesome. That's all it takes. It doesn't take much more than that. So I'll stick it in there. I'll use my trusty Craftsman wrench that has never failed me because it's an old design, and I will put it back together. Don't have to use it soon. I was just too lazy to take it off. So, alright, that's what I'm gonna do is get this on here, put this in this hole here, put this in this hole, and thread it in like so. Now we'll use this one, which is my 1/2 inch, which is what I got for these bolts. And we will, wrong way, right way. I might have to kick the kickstand up to rotate it up. That doesn't matter. I can go that way with it. See, like that. Can't go like that. Bad it. Go like that. So now I got that in. I'm gonna pull this guy out. I'm gonna set you down. Hopefully you can see this. Hope you can see it. I'm gonna pry down on this again so I can unscrew this. So that's out. Wrap it back around like so. I'm gonna go over here with this other hand, trusty left hand, not as good as the right hand. Anyway, I won't get on that subject. And I will get some blue Loctite on it, rotate it around, and stick it in there, like so. That's one. And that's two. Don't fully tighten it down yet. You don't know if you're going to need to make adjustments or not. So now I go over to the other side. But you guessed that already, didn't you? I do believe you did. Walk over here. And we're going to do this side. So it's pretty much set over there. This side's a little bit easier. Take them both out. Pop these out like so. And by the way, I'm using if you run into where you have to buy a stand like mine, or like I did, I am using 8 by 1.25 by 30 screws or bolts. What I should say. Back to my trusty Loctite again. Loctite. More Loctite. Foot peg. Hope you can see this. This really sucks if you can't. Then I have to review everything. Not too tight, or you'll strip it and you'll be cussing and you won't be happy. Sweet. That was easy. That was a little bit too easy. Anyway, old screws, I'll put those up and keep them for later. Go back on the other side and I'll tighten it up. But that's it. And here in a second, I will show you what it looks like up on the stand. You probably already know since you've done a lot of Google searches on it, and you probably found me that way, but oh well. At least this gives someone who's possibly looking at buying one an idea of what it takes. It's not too much. Very easy. So, anyway. In a few seconds, you'll see the bike up on the center stand. Okay. Well, it's up on the center stand. And this is what it looks like. Let me go around the other side. Probably get a better view of this side. That's what it looks like right there. If you can see or not. So, it does well. Hey guys, I forgot to show you. That's how much more it pulls it off the ground. It's not leaning anymore. However, I do notice that the rear tire is on the ground. I was kind of hoping that'd lift it up a little bit so that it would be easier to change, but hell, it may be easier to change with a flat. I don't know. We'll see. But anyhow, that's it. I hope you can get a good view of it, because it really would suck if you couldn't. Later.